Tyler Costin here, Director of Player Development with PGC Basketball, and I am excited to teach you a dribble move Damian Lillard uses to make the game easy. So a lot of really quick players, clever ball handlers, they just want to square up their defenders and they want to cross them up and they want to make dribble moves on them. That's making the game hard. You got to be real quick, you got to be real explosive. It takes a ton of energy. What very clever ball handlers do is a move that Damian Lillard has popularized, and I just call it hips. And this is basically what it is. When you're coming down towards a waiting defender, anytime you square them up and try to make a move, you're gonna have to make a lot of effort, and defense is used to guarding that. What defense is not used to guarding at is when you just come at them and just turn your body sideways, put your hip on the defender and get into contact. The moment you get into contact with the defender, you can then use their momentum, their position, and their speed against them. Let me give you a couple of scenarios here so you can see what it looks like. If as I approach B-Cap, if I just kind of turn my hips to her, as I turn my hips, one, the ball's protected. When most ball handlers get near a defender, it speeds them up. The best ball handlers actually never get sped up, they slow down. So by turning my hips and getting the ball protected, I actually slow down. As I turn my hips, you actually start to take a little bit of a sideways dribble, move sideways. You'll notice as I move sideways here, the defenders start to shade me. They've already given me an advantage. If they ever press up as getting this advantage, boom. Without having to make a crazy move, just using their body position against them, you've gotten by them. Another thing that a lot of time defenders will do is as you turn your hips, they'll actually move with the turn. So as I come at Brittany, as I turn my hips and move with the turn, now you can just back into boom, and you can re-attack again. So it would just look a little something like this. I just kind of come with my hair, I move with a turn, boom, and then I re-attack again. Those are the two most common things you can do to beat a defender. That's not a crossover, that's not a dribble move, it's just hips. And you can do it with either hand. Just put your body on somebody, hips on them, and then turn. Now, there's two more advanced things you can do off of your hips move. I would master the first two first. The more advanced ones, Kyrie Irving uses a lot, as does Isaiah Thomas, the second, the younger, the more recent. So here's the first more advanced, and Kyrie did this famously this season.
I just think you need to do a better job being consistent with the thought process, the selecting people.
If you come and get your hips turned, what you're gonna actually do is you're gonna fake back and then keep going with the ball out of your hands. So as you go and get your hips turned, you're just gonna fake and then go.
Yep. I'm inspired.
We call that a double move. So after you've turned your hips. The other one is you can actually use a little bit of a step back to create space. Once you put your hips on somebody, you can kind of come back to create space, put them into recovery mode, and then you can re-attack. Anything you can do to put the defense in motion is going to give you an advantage. We call that a hips move. It's the opposite of squaring up. Play around with it, keep the ball protected, use the defender's body position against them.